Hello, this is Matthew, Kevin's, Amanda's, and Ryan's presentation. This is Chapter 7 or Hour 7, deal with mobile wireless networking. The chapter was covered in the following topics: the basic concepts of mobile wireless networks, the prominent mobile wireless standards, cellular systems, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, basics of security issues, and implementation of considerations. During this presentation, we will highlight the main aspects of each subsection. Understanding wireless networking. The options for wireless networking have greatly increased over the past few years. Thousands of public wireless networks are now installed in hotels, coffee shops, and airports. Longer distance wireless communications can take place through cellular telephone technology and satellite systems, as seen in the picture below. Wireless networks. Wireless installations use radio or infrared signals to send and receive data. The use of radio signals is more common. A computer must be outfitted with a network interface card NIC that can send data as a radio wave. In a wireless network, the central connecting device is called a WAP. The WAP can also be a bridge, hub, router, or switch. Typically, wireless routers include a WAP, an Ethernet switch, firmware for IP forwarding, network address translation, and a domain name system to network with a WAN gateway. A brief history of mobile wireless networks. In April 7, 1928, the first mobile radio system went into operation in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, like many other Midwestern cities, had a gangster issue, and police response time was really poor. Here's a picture of the first radio system that was adopted. So the police department used this system to get police officers to respond in a more quickly fashion and arrest the perpetrators. Early systems required enormous bandwidth. Brief history continued to mobile phones. The mobile phone you have today is a relatively new technology. In 1983, the Advanced Mobile Phone System was implemented as a national service. This was a first generation or 1G phone system. AMPs were built around analog technology. There was no significant capability for sending data between computers. There was some data applications, but they were very limited in capacity. So the second and third G era, 1990s, the industry began migrating to second generation systems, that's 2G, and quickly introduced third generation systems, that's 3G. The third generation cell phones, the goal was to provide a higher transfer rate for each user. All images are digitized into binary bit streams of ones and zeros. It uses less bandwidth than 1G networks. At this time of the 3G generation, 1G networks were pretty much obsolete. It supports video and data application. It enables use of small phone sets. It provides higher quality signals. It provides better security. It might provide interfaces to the internet using the internet protocols. It might support email. It provides text messaging. The chapter did not deal with the fourth generation phones, which many of us have today. The cell phone concept. A cell is a geographical area using low power radio frequency transmitters. Low power devices cannot send signals over long distances. The mobile phone communicates with the cell's base station on control channels. Using the control channels, the base station assigns the mobile phone a specific frequency to be used for a call. The phone user can dial up a party and then employ the user channel for ongoing communications. During the time the phone is within a cell, the base station is monitoring the phone's signal. Mobile phones are passed to adjacent cells within a network. Now getting to the Edward Snowden part of the cell phone concept. When you first turn on your mobile phone, a service provider picks up your phone signal on a controlled channel which carries its phone number, its ID, and the ID of your service provider. In a matter of seconds, your location is set to your provider. It is continually updated. When you turn off and then turn on your phone, its location is re-updated. Wi-Fi uses a spread spectrum radio technology. Spread spectrum spreads the signal across a range of frequencies in the public bandwidths. It's used as a low-cost, limited-distance connection, provides for a greater signal area and higher data throughputs. Bluetooth, created in 1998 as a standard for connecting mobile devices, designed for low power consumption, which results in a short-range signal area. It can connect several devices, overcoming problems of synchronization. The chapter stressed Bluetooth was and is not in competition with Wi-Fi. Security considerations with wireless networks. The common procedure to protect traffic over a wireless channel is to encrypt the user data. Have a security strategy. Check your system to determine if the data is encrypted. If Wi-Fi product itself doesn't provide this level of security, you can secure your data by other means. Refer to Hour 20. During this chapter, they were really general with security considerations. They kept on saying this will be discussed in more detail to Hour 20 or Chapter 20. But it really focused on having a security strategy. Finally, implementation considerations. Not much different from implementing a wired network. You'll need to plan your network layout, acquire the necessary hardware, plan for growth, plan your security, consider the number of users, consider the access points. Research and test your Wi-Fi hardware. Like the previous subsection, this topic was discussed in general and said it would be more detailed between hours 9 and 19. Well, that was Chapter 7, Hour 7, Mobile Wireless Networking. Those were the highlights and main points and focus of the chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'd like to thank you from Matt, Kevin, Amanda, and Ryan.